Hugs are free for right now. Pretty rad concept. I figured that was West Coast enough, right? East Coast hugs. I'm just saying, we're a little crazy out there. But thank you guys. Phoenix is a charming 2-year-old singing in the corner while her mother fixes dinner. Me, I'm just a visitor, a tourist with questionable talent, pondering the viability of making a living off of my poetry while relying on their hospitality in Duluth, Minnesota, October 2005, having finished a fall recital, a spirited medley consisting of classic preschool standards like Itsy Bitsy Spider. She begins a free-form jam, ripping off the phrase, look at me, look at me, look at me, melody shift, sends shivers through my day. Yo, that's what all art says, I say, then laugh uncomfortably, the way only grown-ups can. Look at me, there's no insistence in her song, only a benevolent invitation. And man, if my biological clock didn't stop right there and jump rope skip a bit. So yeah, Eugene, Oregon, I guess I do kind of want your attention. All artists who dare take page or stage, we just tend to augment like, look at me, war is fundamentally wrong. Look at me, the world's in desperate need of new love songs. Look at me, I saw a senior citizen in alone in a restaurant once, and that made me want to cry. Look at me, crazy. Look at me, hey, I graduated from ugly. Look at me, I dig jazz. The good kind. Look at me, I dig trenches. I'm not sure if they're the good kind, but the money helps put my baby through university. Look at me, why do so few have that opportunity when an 18-year-old's options run basically A, join the military, B, spend time in the penitentiary, or C, indentured servitude for corporate monopoly. I say, look at me, because I'm frantically searching for option D. Look at me, your references are valid, poets, but I'd rather build a new mythology. Look at me, because I know some words that you don't know. So why does my message still feel empty? Look at me, I like this president, but let's still impeach the Electoral College. Look at me, fantasy is a construct that exists brilliantly to replace the beauty missing in reality. Look at me, community. Look at me, I remember that day at the zoo when I saw I was living in a cage too. Look at me in the ways I flunked out of being with you. Look at me, the rapture of our collective song. Look at me, the precise socioeconomic reasons why we all can't just get along. Look at me, I'm funny when I drink. Look at me, sobriety is worth it. Look at me, this stinks. I just wrote it, don't know what to make of it. Maybe you can find something worth salvaging. Look at me, my lovely, lovely flow. Look at me, I got 2 tickets to everywhere. What would you like to know? Look at me, this writer, painter, singer, lover, brother, mother, and or other never got their proper due. Look at me for the ones who saved my life. Look at me in my selfish use of this device. Look at me, cliche, cliche, cliche. Hey, how'd this original thought get in there? Cliche, cliche. Look at me, poetry, creating tomorrow's cliches today. Look at me, Eugene, because this is what spoken word is. Look at me, I believe in it like God, like I love it so much I never dared to define what either of them are. Look at me, perfect snapshots, black and white. Look at me, the light at the end of the tunnel is not quite what they think it is. Look at me, for these few moments, I give you express verbal permission to be all up in my business. Look at me, sometimes it's the words you leave out. Look at me, art is this force we all know something about. Look at me, because I saw some of the best minds of my generation destroyed by the sadness of not possessing the madness to follow through. Look at me in this prayer I was blessed enough to receive from an angel. She was only 2. Thank you guys so much.